we got Divine. How
Yes,
are
sir.
you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Please take that mic.
All right.
Help us celebrate the first of many, hopefully, the LA Soul Music Festival.
Yeah, this is an amazing event. It's really good to see, like, this alliance of people here in the Los Angeles area, because I don't think we have enough of this genre being showcased here.
Yeah.
So this is great.
This is like the real music. There's no auto-tune. There's no backing tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is really, I think, where we need to get more of.
Indeed.
Show what a real talent is,
Yeah.
Almost anybody can sound good in the studio, as you know.
Mhm.
You can make almost somebody that can't sing tolerable.
Yeah.
But what we have here over 3 days is we're celebrating brilliance, real musicality, real, originality. So it's amazing. What most excites you about this?
Pretty much what you just said. I mean, honestly, it's just the voices, like to be able to hear these artists that just sound brilliant with no support. You know what I mean? For Marsha, how she just went on stage and just was electrifying. You can't.
Drummer, a bass player, and a keyboard. That was it.
Yeah. And just seeing her, I mean, I've been a fan of hers for years. I've done a couple of events where she's been a part of it, but it never ceases to amaze me just to hear her sing.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I heard you had worked with Pharrell, and what do you learn from working with somebody like that? Because obviously he's got music oozing out of his pores.
Yeah, working with Pharrell, the main thing you learn is just to be free, like freedom, and don't be, bound to like any rules or regulations or.
Hold back.
Yeah, you just got to kind of do what you feel, and it'll always be accepted because there's always going to be somebody that loves you for being yourself. You know what I mean?
Who are some of the other artists you worked with that you've learned something from?
I learned a lot from Queen Latifah. She's a major mentor of mine.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, Rihanna. Worked with a lot of people, but the person I learned the most from, honestly, is Queen Latifah. Like, yeah, she without a doubt is one of my most inspirational people that I've ever worked with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you have any stories or have met him or know people that have worked with him, but the tragic loss of Prince is a huge, huge hole in our industry. Obviously, he has so much music that'll keep us for generations to come, and we hear there's thousands of songs in the vault, but trying to encapsulate, a talent like Prince, what can you say about his legacy?
Man, Prince, my whole life, he was one of my cousin introduced me to Prince years ago because I used to be obsessed with Michael Jackson, and she was like, well, I like Prince better than Michael, and ever since she introduced him to me, it's just been one of those things that, there's very little you could say that hasn't already been said. The dude is just incredible. Yeah. He's the embodiment of hard work and consistency and just doing what you feel and, sticking to your own artistic, beliefs, you know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Well, he was still very humble, too. I didn't know he had worked with Marsha. Marsha said she's a friend, and he had worked with her. And there's so many artists over the weekend. People have stories of artists you don't even hear about. He wasn't out there in the press talking about that, but he had a genuine interest in helping talent grow and touched a lot of people, as far as encourage them to do their thing.
Yeah.
I think we need a lot more of that.
Yeah. I think that it's amazing, too, that in the people he associated himself with, I love that he always managed to find the most incredible female musicians that we'll ever know, guitar players, drummers, bass players, percussion players. Yeah.
Just amazing stuff. And he put the spotlight. He was very selfish, ness.
Right. Unselfish.
There we go.
Yeah.
Unselfish.
Yeah.
And really giving everybody in his band the spotlight.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I most admired about him, because there's a million musicians that you'll hear about, but he found some women that were just amazing. His keyboard player recently named Cassandra, me and her used to tour together with Mary J. Blige, and then after Mary, she went straight. Prince found her from that, because Prince joined us for a show one time, and next thing you know, she's touring with him, and he knows how to hear. He hears it, so he gets it, man. Yeah.
Well, there's not enough record labels around to nurture talent. They kind of got out of that business long ago. So what words of advice do you have to young talent coming up as far as helping them grow and kind of get going on their own?
The main thing is just, like when it comes to doing music and everything in this day and time, is to just be loyal to your art and don't try to conform to like what everybody else is doing, because what everybody else is doing was probably created, a year or two before you heard it. So you know, be yourself, you know, like just stick to that, and people will love you for it, you know. You just got to believe in it and work hard, you know, and have a great team. You know, your team is everything. So that would be the best thing I could tell people. You know, establish people, everybody that's around you needs to be better than you, you know, so.